Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning. It is a rainy and overcast Friday morning. And y'all, my left eye been jumping for the past week. So I'm just praying that whatever this bad look thing is coming up, I'm not going to be too upset or too mad, because my daughter's graduation is coming up and I ain't going to let no devil steal my show. It's been a minute since I have checked in with you guys, and gosh, a lot has happened. Let's talk about the irritating, annoying shit, and then I'll get to the good news. How about that? So, you know, I found out that RB, Rat Bastard, is planning to attend MiniMe's graduation next week. And I have been for weeks trying to figure out what his motivation was, what was his goal, what was his purpose, because it's crazy. My attorney told me that he wanted to visit with the girls while he was there, and I'm like, that's really not the time or place for that. We there to celebrate MiniMe, not to exercise your visitation, which you could have brought your ass up here at any time that you wanted to. So, you know, through a lot of prayer, counseling works, and really mulling it over, I remembered something that one of my previous counselors said to me, and she said, you know, instead of waiting to have to react to something, you need to take control, take your power back, and you create the scenario that you would like. So I called him up and was like, you know, I hear you're coming to the graduation. Because mind you, he hadn't told me a word that he was coming. I said, I heard you were coming, and my attorney told me that you would like to visit with the girls. So what is your plan? He hemmed and hawed and you know, I wanted to visit the girls, but I don't know when you're coming. Exactly. You don't know when I'm coming. So why wouldn't you, as an adult, a damn near 51-year-old man, pick up the phone and call me just like I called you? So, you know, we worked out the logistics of it. You know, he wanted to see them both days that he was there. And I'm like, look, the day of the graduation, we're going to have a lot of moving parts, and I'm not going to have time for that. I'm going to need for you to bring my girls back Thursday night, because I don't know where you stand, and I ain't got time for that. And we're gonna be at the graduation. He was like, well, you telling me I can't see them at the graduation? You mean to tell me you think the mayor ain't gonna want to see me at graduation? I'm like, of course she's gonna see you at the graduation, but I can't come to the luncheon. And here's where it got a little tricky, and I had to really swallow a lot of humble pie and look at the bigger picture, take myself out of it and look at the bigger picture. Because I was like, hell no, you ain't coming to be around my family and my celebration to make the mood horrible. But you know what? Ain't my day. You want to come celebrate with your stepdaughter, which I still think this is all a bunch of bullshit. Come on. Because you're going to be there around my family, who's going to be looking at you crazy. You're going to be there around her dad, who's going to be looking at you crazy. and whatever. It is what it is. So I explained to her dad that he was going to be there. And he was like, ain't going to be, you need to talk to her. And I'm like, I'm handling this. I don't want to cause her any more stress than what she's already going to have. This is a celebration to her. It ain't about me and all this crap that's going on. And no, I don't need to. I just need for everybody to understand, like I explained to him and I'm explaining to you, this is her day. And we don't want to have anything that's going to happen to spoil her day and her celebration. And that's just the end of it. Not going to happen. If I feel it's going down that road, some people going to have to excuse themselves and get just what it is. And we know who them people is. It'll be interesting to see how baby MD interacts with him, because he's a virtual stranger to her. She don't really know him, and I feel like she can read me sometimes with people, and she reacts to them based on my vibe with those people. It is what the heck it is. Good news. The good news is the Genius had her forensics competition. Now let's go back. Let's talk about this forensics competition, because I was very excited when she said she was going to sign up for the forensics team. I reached out to the teacher, in case you didn't know. Back in I was a district champion in the category of poetry reading, okay? I took forensics by storm, honey, when I went and joined the team. I came in new. I had gone to a couple of competitions with a friend of mine, but then I came in new. They didn't understand. They underestimated my skill and ability, and I blew the competition out the water, okay? Out the water. So anyways, I offered my assistance to her coach and was like, I can come by once a week and help, with the team. This ish gonna reply back to me, oh, well, thank you. We have such a small team that, I really don't need any help. But I reached out to the student activities coordinator, and maybe perhaps you can help set up tables and chairs the day of the competition. Do you know how offensive that is? I was very offended. Number one, if I'm telling you I have experience in forensics, competing, and have won, I know about forensics, and I'm offering to help coach, you gonna tell me I come set up some damn tables and chairs like I'm the custodian? No offense to anybody that does that for a living. That's not my point. My point is, no, boo. I didn't even respond back, because I was like, you know what? I'm going to work with my daughter, because my daughter's going to be a winner. I don't know about the rest of your team, but my daughter's going to be a winner, okay? So, like 3 days before the competition, she informs my daughter, oh, I just reread the rules and you're not going to be able to take. Now, I had put her stuff in a nice little binder and, all that. And then she was like, oh, I just read the instructions again and you're not going to be able to take that with you. You have to have it memorized. 3 days prior to the competition, she was setting my baby up. She was setting her up. I was like, don't even worry about it, because you know what? She good like that. This is why we call her the Genius. She had it memorized. So she was nervous. She was like, hopefully I won't have to go first. I'll be able to size up the competition, because she got that eye of the tiger. That eye of the tiger. That's what you're supposed to do. Her school competed in the categories of storytelling, original oratory, duo, which is like I think they did comedic duo, where they had two people do a piece together. Impromptu. Some other stuff. I don't know. So I was a little miffed with the Genius, because that morning when she got up, I was like, isn't it your competition? You need to be dressed up. Where's your slacks and stuff? We just supposed to wear whatever. She did put a tie on, but I was like, You need to get you some shoes, some different shoes, not them sneakers, and get your slacks and put in your backpack, because ain't nobody got time for that. Okay? So when we get to the school and see her, she still got them jeans on. She changed the shoes, but she still got them jeans on. I said, why do you not have your slacks on? I didn't have enough time to change, which was a bunch of bull, because they were sitting around running around that cafeteria for about 30, 45 minutes before they even went back to the rooms to begin the competition. So it was a bunch of bull. Anyway, she goes back. When she comes out, I asked her how she thought she did. She was like, I did great, but there was a lot of stiff competition, and I think my story choice could have been better. And I said, what do you mean by that? She said they had like children's stories, and I could have probably chosen a better story, which she probably could have. But, you know, I got to put the onus onto the coach, because you as a coach should have been finding out more about the categories and sizing up the competition if your goal is to win. But hey, and the story that she used was a story that we just pulled out as okay, you can use this piece to audition with. It wasn't really my intention for her to use that piece, but you know, she liked it. She wanted to run with it. Her coach said it was fine to use that one. So we went with it. But my first instinct told me she needed to pick another story. Anyways, we get to the judging, to the award ceremony. My baby, she got third place in her category, but for someone who's never competed in this before, as a 7th grader, of course you can start in the 6th grade, she's never been to a forensics competition. She's heard me talk about it, but she really doesn't know what it was. And for someone who was inadequately coached, third place, I was uber excited, because I didn't get to go in the room and size up the competition with her, because I had baby MD and I didn't want her in the room acting a nut while people were trying to perform. So I was uber excited that she got third place. But then as the rest of the awards are being called one by one, I realized no one else from her school placed. Shocking! So instead of getting help and assisting you, and I wasn't trying to take over, I'm not that type of person, and you know, she doesn't know me from Adam. She might have thought that was what my intention was, but I said I was going to come once a week. I wasn't going to be able to come to both competitions, and I was only going to come for an hour. Sometimes having an outside ear come in and give a different perspective is important, because I let my best friend listen to the genius do it, and she gave some very great tips for her. Great insight, great tips, great insight, and great tips that she gave. And also, she's coached forensics before, so she kind of, I mean, she has judged forensics before, so she kind of knew, you know, what to expect. But you know, and I don't even think she passed on my information to the student activities coordinator, because he didn't say nothing to me about coming. And they had parents there helping to set up and, you know, do the rooms and stuff like that. But the moral of the story here is, the next time somebody try to offer you some help, you might want to take it. I said I wasn't going to cry today. But we're just now leaving the ceremony for MiniMe's graduation, and I'm so overwhelmingly proud of her. This is a great accomplishment. I think that the university that she chose has really instilled in her qualities that are going to take her far. The po-po. The block is hot. The block is hot. like right here in the street, yo. Huh? We just left because it was too hot out there, honey. Yeah, after they called her name, we took her picture and we had to leave because it was miserably hot in those stadiums, and the stands were hard, and you know, the kids were hot and thirsty, so we had to leave. So we got to go run and pick up the cupcakes, and then we're going to go back to the hotel to freshen up and get ready for the luncheon at 2:30. But I just wanted to say that I'm so proud of my daughter. You know, she was really surrounded by people who really took care of her and embraced her, and I'm so blessed because, you know, it's my baby, the first one, and you know, I can't say I know what I was doing because I didn't. It was, you know, parenting by trial and error for sure. But to see the number of people who are here to celebrate with us and to just show their love. Her best friend since second grade is here. It's a very beautiful day. It's very surreal.